Hi guys, I'm actually getting more sick now. Oh no. Professor H here. I'm going to real quickly do a review about our discussions and our quizzes. So I'm going to just do a quick video about that. Let me share with you real quick and we'll get moving. Okay, so basically every week we're going to be doing a discussion. And that discussion for our first week, we did extra stuff for the first week. We did our day one check-in and our meet and greet discussion. So those are not something we see every week. That's just for our first week. Now for our first discussion that we will be doing this week, our first like official coursework type of discussion, it will be due Sunday. Your initial post is due by the 5th, which I think is Friday, and you have to have 2 replies due by Sunday. What you will be doing is you will read chapters 1 and 2, and the post that you make is going to be about that material. So after reading chapters 1 and 2, post about what you have learned. Answer the following questions in your discussion post. What are 2 things you found interesting in this week's reading? Why do you think this information is important? So for that, to answer those 2 questions, you'll have 2 paragraphs. You will have a paragraph for each of the items that you find interesting. So you'll do the paragraph about the thing you find interesting. In that paragraph, you're going to include why you think it's important. The next portion is, what is one thing you learned in this week's reading that you did not know before, and that something that may have surprised you? So if you found something surprising, something very interesting, you have to select something in that category and you write 1 paragraph response about that. Let's see. Now, the discussion posts, you can submit them late. You will lose a point a week for being late. It's important to try to be on time, because if you don't post, that's one less thing that another student can respond to. So it hurts other people kind of if you don't do it. So do your best to be on time with these. But if you say don't get it done on time, you can still go ahead and submit it. You're only going to lose up to 3 points. So make sure to submit them even if it's late. When you are responding with to these questions, you must include a page number where the topic you're discussing can be found. Without the page number as a reference, you will receive a 0. This is super important. It is really important that you include the page number regarding the topic that you're going to speak about. So say I'm really interested in lobotomies. We read about lobotomies. So I'm going to put the page number where I found that. I'll just write my paragraph about it, whatever I think is interesting, why I think it's important. And then at the end, in parentheses, I'm just going to put the page number. That's all. That's all you need to do. For the next topic, maybe the next topic I'm writing about is about the first written anatomy books or something like that. I would talk about that, write a paragraph about it, and then at the end, I'm just going to put in parentheses the page number. This helps your classmates to see where you found the information to help respond better. And it helps me know that you're actually reading the text. I've had to take some extra steps to just make sure our responses are from the text and that people are not just using AI or Googling something to slap in there. So that's kind of really important that we do this. So if you do not include the page number, you will get a 0. So I'm just letting you know it's really important. You have to get those page numbers in there. If I think you're using AI for your responses, which is amazing, how many of these I have seen where people are just using an AI response to someone's text. They just put whatever the person said in their post, they just pop that into the AI. The AI comes up with a great response, but those responses are obviously not like from the book. So I don't know, just don't do that. Okay. If I suspect you're using AI, I'm going to contact you. If you ignore me when I contact you, I will end up giving you a 0 on the assignment. So please do not use AI. It is something that may be incorporated into education later, but right now in this class, we don't really have a place for it. You will have to respond to 2 classmates. And, if you end up only responding to 1, you're going to lose some points on that, okay? All right, so I think that's it on the discussion. The other thing to note is that you cannot read other people's posts until you have made your own post. So that's the other thing about that. So if you have questions about it, just feel free to shoot me an email and I will answer your questions, or we can even meet via Zoom. Okay, so the other thing we're going to talk about are the quizzes. So let me just go back to modules. And our first quiz will also be this week. So we have our quiz 1 that covers the first 2 chapters, which is history and introduction, functional anatomy. So in this quiz, you have 15 questions that are worth 3 points each. You have 3 attempts to take the quiz, and your highest scoring quiz will be kept to count towards your grade. You have 20 minutes to complete the quiz. Okay. You don't get to see the correct answers. You can see it will mark what you've missed, but it's not going to tell you the correct answer. You'll have to search for that on your own. All right. So yeah, like I said, 3 tries on that. And so that's going to be the same every week with your quizzes. All right, so that's going to wrap up this little video. And then I'm going to do one more video that talks about the exam. The exams, we have 3 exams. And so I'll talk about that in the next video. All righty, let's stop this thing. And that's it. All right, take care.